Hello everyone. Today is July 23, 2020. Paisilo, kinagid si Paisi Thursday. So, dinle ko Philippine market update. Gomya si Nikki. Gomya Nikki. You're watching the Awesome 10X live this Philippines market update. So let's start. Actually, the Philippine market is actually below 6,000 a while ago. You could see that our market value is still 4 billion, so very low. We started high, went down, and then recovered at the close. So almost like a V-shaped intraday reversal move, but this is just one day. So a while ago, there were more losers than winners. And even at the end of the day, although 50 advancers, predominantly it was a really down day. 150 decliners with foreign net selling 710 million pesos. So really, you have more losers than winners. Let's take a look at your losers and let's take a look at the stats. So even in the most active space, you could see the top gainers are very few. This is the only few winner, Ayala Land, 33.82% up. This is in conjunction with the Ayala REIT. Approximately, you can now start buying Ayala Land REITs. A REIT is an IPO, 27 pesos per share. It roughly gives you about forecast yield is about 4%. So it's actually beneficial for Ayala Land. So this is the stock effect as well. Ayala Land is 33.8. You could see that the market has very few gainers. Metro Bank 3605, 2%. But predominantly the entire market has been weak. FGen 23.9, 1%. So let's take a look at your losers. There's volume in the losers. You've got Merrimart $2.19, sorry, 2 peso 19. Dito Telecom 2.7. Tech is down 7% with volume 5.8. We are seeing still big volume selling for AppV, 10% down. So most of the speculatives are down. You are seeing Macro Asia is back down to 5 peso 12 cents. So after hitting 560, now it's back to 5. So we are seeing a lot of retest down the lows. Your LTG is also big down, 5% to 741. Very weak. Let's take a look in your most active space. Most active space, Tua Pohon si Ang Siak. Most of your most active space are in the red. So Tua Pohon Lalo, most actively traded on the downside. You could see your big caps, SM Prime, URC, down to 900, 3050. Your URC is 119.7. Ayala Land and BDO managed to stay afloat, but the predominant move overall is down. ICT down 1%, Jollibee down 2.6%, now trading 126.6. Dito is 2.7, PLDT is 1330, PI is 6945, Globe is 2116. Let me try to read this all in Hokkien. So Filipino, tua pohon lelo, lane SM kinadet kau pak ho, SM Prime san sa ko poa, URC pa sa kau ko chit poa di pa poa lo, Ayala Land ki tampo samsa tiampwe, BDO ki kau sa di ko kinadet, ICT kina kau sa pwe Jollibee lo, chaputo sa ko down pa dia plak kolak. Dia dito Telecom ng Coche Tualo, PLDT masitual, si Juan Tualo la, kan si Asilo la, Chang Sapa Sansap, Globe Tihyala ng Chang Patsalak. So your AC at least is still steady, Chicago. So Pure Gold is quite steady, quite unchanged, Pure Gold 48. Apex is at least one of the winners. Your mining, your gold mining, up 1 cent to about 146, but that's up 20 plus cents for the week. So let's take a look in your analytics for this week. Take a look at what companies in this week managed to rise. Yacho lang ko tangnan shunzuay mga Nickel Asia, Apex, Yacho, dan kwa like week to date to. So week to date, Apex Mining is actually one of the few winners. That's of course a gold play. I wasn't mentioning, I wasn't looking at these. There's no volume, but your Lepanto is up slightly, 15% for the week. So mostly these are gold plays. Felix is up 10%. So you could see that from a gold play perspective, Apex Mining has the volume, also has the upside. So preferably just play the one that has volume. But yeah, so gold mining is strong for the week. We're also seeing some Nickel Asia at least 5% up for the week. Nonetheless, there's not a lot of winners, no. Could see that all of them are pretty much down. So a big portion of your Philippines is down, especially your ABS-CBN, down 30%. So down almost to 52-week or all-time lows. Your ABS-CBN is down a lot. Okay, let's see for your charts. Let's go to your market. So Ayala Land, Jollibee, AC, your Mrs. G is down 145. SM Prime, PLC, these are big drops. Nickel Asia steady, still big drops for your speculative names. Okay, at least let's take a look on your ACH is back to your 220. So on a positive side, I think there's just Apex Mining to discuss the chart. So let's take a look again on your gold chart. Let's take a look on your gold. Then like Hua Kim mo. So tua pohon so I Kim Kong Silik here. So Apex Mining today, of course, you could see that there's a huge breakout here at your 1.2. Your resistance becomes your support at 120. This previous support at 135 is now proving to be a potential support. So in the short term, with that volume increase in your Apex Mining, you could see already happening here during the 110 episode, there was a volume increase. So we are seeing a lot of buying signals in the gold space. Now, this is in conjunction not just with the gold miners in the Philippines, but also worldwide. In fact, the movement of gold stocks in the Philippines is more of a play gold on the worldwide gold prices. So you are seeing that resistance is heavy here at about 1.7 and 1.9. So take note that these are your potential resistances. But I think this 1.5 today could be a temporary resistance, can go back to 135, but those are minor. The heavier resistance stands somewhere from about 160 to 170 to 190. So if you're buying anywhere 135 to 120, then it's okay. You've got the bulls by your side. What else can you say? Okay, electric beneficiaries. Okay, so electric vehicles, Tesla reports a good positive result last night. You could see that Nickel Asia is still steady here above your 2-box mark, still above 2, above your 1.8. So any drops of Nickel Asia continues to be bought. So these are one of the few winners that you have in the Philippine market. Let's take a look in your ASPH. We've got solar farms, we've got wind farms. So we are seeing that this one is steady, horizontal support here at 213. You've got another support at 204. If you're buying today at 220 or 224, that's also fine. Basically, it's trendless. It's just a box. There's no breakout. There's no breakdown. It's just there asleep. Let's take a look in your renewable energy. Of course, your FGen is one of the renewable energy of the Philippines. You could see that it's a strong uptrend line. However, we could see resistance here at about 26 to 28. So although this is positive, you might need to try to enter 22, 23, as low as you go. What's happening in your utilities? So Manila Water is giving you potentially an entry here at 12. Today is the first drop, 12.94. You want to enter near 12. Today, your SM is actually going down. It fell below 920. Any drops at 840 should actually be taken advantage of. Jollibee, of course, dropped to 130, below 130. We said that here at 120 and 110 are actually attractive entry points. Your URC is giving you an entry point here at about 119 to 115. Take advantage as it goes down. You want to take more buying opportunities while it's low. Tua pohon so ay tua kyang kong silelo. So di Jollibee kun pa di sa itswebwe URC tsuna pa sa ko 像说伊要落83、85，嘛是发行过，就是豆买呢哦。Ayala Corp lan like ko, lan tinaw Ayala lan Ayala Corp kila. Lan si uhat hang kwat yo Ayala Corp kun chita di la ka pwe etswe bwe. So tua po ho no lang le bwe si pwe pa above. What else? SM, you could actually see that there's support at 8:30. If it falls, so it's okay. You just wait. Definitely, we are seeing that the Philippine market is having a problem in your 64, 63, this 6,000 area. We are seeing a lot of selling, net foreign selling all throughout the day. You could see that in your Philippine stock summary. Take a look at your market summary. So we've got very low volume, and the volume we have is very low, and all of it is mostly sold, sold, sold. You could see that very much true in your PSEI stocks. And so very strong activities on the downside. Nevertheless, even if they continue to sell the Philippines, there will be money to be made, but it's very small money. That's the problem. You still can make money even if it's a hard market. What you want to do is in a hard market like this, focus on the stronger ones. So you're seeing Apex Mining is strong, drops can be bought. You could wait for the great numbers like URC. Of course, there's that junk food tax, but if it drops near 115, you might want to take advantage. Of course, the cheap money is being taken advantage by your SM, your Ayala, your ACs. So if these names drop, even your Jollibee, as it got a lot of money from the global bond offering, you want to actually take a lot of cheap shares when you can. Now, for the airlines, we know that these are huge ranges, huge trading opportunities. What you could do is, while it's low, you actually buy low, and it's a sell high. In a market like this, you really have to buy low, buy lower, buy lowest, sell high, sell higher, sell highest. It's very hard. I understand we have lower highs. We're still in a downtrend, but it doesn't mean that there's truly no money to be made. It's just a harder way to make money. You could make money if you want to buy some Cebu Pacific today at 38.60. It could go down to 35, but the risk reward is still favorable to the bulls. Of course, we are seeing that airlines abroad have lost money, but this is all throughout the entire region. So this is your United Airlines. It's actually also just consolidating there. You're seeing that Delta Airlines is also just consolidating. So I'm saying that airlines as a sector worldwide is actually weak, but it's actually already priced in, meaning all the downside on its annual losses for this year is actually known by the market. And if it's not, so that risk is pretty much mediated with the price. If Macro Asia drops somewhere near 4.9 or 4.5, there's actually bulls on the downside and there are bears on the upside. You just need to know how to trade the ranges for these names. So your Ayala land here at 34, you might see some resistances here at 36 if it goes up due to the Ayala land REIT offering. Your Ayala Corporation, because of the successful E-REIT, will probably have some selling pressure here at about 800. Nevertheless, at 720 below, there's also a lot of buyers. So just be mindful of what you own. You could see that there are companies like Home that's actually holding strong because of their own personal specific earnings. So any drops here would probably be bought. Your Manila Water is fine. Your Meralco will pay you dividends. So a drop of Meralco here at 250 is actually to be bought. Globe is, as we know, steady. So we were saying that when it was falling near 2000, that you have nothing to be scared of because the drops would be bought anyway. So so you just really have to choose your battle, select what companies you like. You are seeing Asia a strong name, so any drops at 2 below is actually an opportunity to buy. So medyo obvious naman, no? Apex, Nickel are stronger than the market, and you want to actually buy strength. You want to see energy names going up. FGen is strong. There's very few winners in the market. That's why it should be obvious to you what is the winner because they are the one doing higher lows. These are your higher lows. Your ICT here is a higher low. Definitely, while financials are the laggards, we know that the sector is weak. Financials and properties are weak as a sector, but it doesn't mean that this weakness is forever. If you're looking to buy your Metro Bank, 看在三四五发行月，伊若起啊到40块就是放色ko. 在 BDO 嘛是安尼看咯。Near 90 就sila ang lebwe, near tipa pait into sila buwesak. So that's it. Like in the Philippine market, there's a trading range. It's hard to make money, but it doesn't mean that there's no money that can be made. So just select the names that you want and trade well. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.